Welcome to an Achieving Science video. This video is all about fuel cells. Before we begin, let's look at three definitions: electrolyte, cells and battery. An electrolyte is a liquid or gel which contains ions, and it can be decomposed by electrolysis. A cell is a system that contains chemicals which react together to produce electricity. And a battery is formed by two or more cells connected together in series. So, a fuel cell. Within a fuel cell, a fuel and oxygen are supplied to an electrical cell. This then transfers the energy released into electricity. Fuel cells differ in terms of the fuel that is used and the electrolyte that is used. Let's have a look at an example. Well, first of all, fuel needs to enter from one side. It is then oxidized. This creates a potential difference within the cell. And then air or pure oxygen enters the cell from the other side where it reacts to form water. This is an example of a hydrogen-oxygen fuel cell. Here we have the fuel being hydrogen. We have the electrolyte potassium hydroxide. The electrodes are made of carbon. The reaction is exothermic, which means it gives out thermal energy, and the product is water. This is a great reaction because the benefits are that the product being water, it's not polluting, so there's no greenhouse gases. But on the other hand, hydrogen is very difficult to store. It takes up a large volume and is very flammable. Batteries themselves are very difficult to dispose of because they contain highly toxic metal compounds. Plus, batteries need to be replaced, although there are some rechargeable ones. And finally, batteries store less energy than the fuel. How does it work? Well, at the anode, oxidation of hydrogen takes place, which is the loss of electrons. This is summarised as the equation. H2 is converted into the products of two hydrogen ions and two electrons. At the cathode, oxygen is reduced. This then reacts with the hydrogen ions. This is therefore the gain of electrons. This can be summarised by the equation. H plus ions react with oxygen and 4 electrons to produce 2 molecules of water. This is therefore called a redox reaction.